Hi guys, good evening. Right now it's about 6:42 p.m. and right now it's today is 23rd of July 2019. So how are you guys? How is your trading happening? So today I've come up. Let me introduce myself. I'm Dr. 𝐶𝐚𝐭𝐬𝐀𝐩𝐩, your host right now. I'm a SEBI registered research analyst. I'm partner to all major stockbroking firms like Zerodha, Fires, and Upstocks, founder and chief mentor at StockPro, and I'm also ISO certified in educating people in the stock market. And before I really take you there, where we talk about what is commodity and why should we trade into commodity, let me take you where all you can find me. Right. So this is my website. Right. This is my website, stockproonline.com. You can make your login ID and join me absolutely free of cost. You will get a lot of free videos. We'll keep on updating these videos and you can watch them in case in future you want to trade, you want to learn trading from us. You will be actually have gone through these videos and understood them properly, right? So these are my this is my website. This is where you can find me. Then I'm also available on Telegram. My Telegram channel is StockPro Official, SEBI registered, and I have about 54,000 members as of now. You can find me here. Like, this is my channel, and here I gave yesterday, today I gave NIT Tech. I gave a buy on NIT Tech above, you know, 1260, and it made a high of 1275 or something. It made a high of uh, NIT Tech. NIT Tech made a high of 1276.8, right? That's what it made a high of. And and the lot size is 750. You're getting almost 16 17 points with a lot of lot size of 750 is a huge amount of profit. And this is my YouTube channel, which is with the handle Stock Pro. I have made till now about 437 videos, and this is my 438 video, without missing anything and without misleading people and just making mockery out of it. All the numbers are in the sequence. You will not find any jumping here and there, and you can find a lot and lot of information here. I have put in a lot of effort to explain it to you here, right? So come to this platform and start watching from video number 1, right? But today is my absolutely a brand new endeavor where I'm going to talk about what is commodity. So before I really go on there, I will like to show you. The other day I showed profit of 60,000. Right now, a few minutes back, it was 5,000 something. I think there was a fall in um, silver right now because I was making my video in the meantime. Yeah, so there is a fall in last few minutes, right? You can see the fall in few minutes. So uh, the fall basically, it's okay, because I have bought the November contract, right? So it doesn't matter to me. Okay, so let me just take you a little tour on what is commodity and why should we trade in it. I believe how many of you are those who are watching know exactly what kind of commodities do exist. Even I can confess very, very, very clearly that a few days back, let's say about 10 days back, I didn't even know that mentha oil is a commodity that we trade in, and future lot is traded. By chance I met somebody who was telling me he's a big time trader in mentha oil, and he's just minting money. And that made me realize that, I mean, why not we? I mean, it's one small commodity. Like, we sit down in the morning when the stock market opens and we search for the stock. Every day, end of the day, we search for the stock, and every day in the morning we search for the stock. But here you don't have to. There is very limited. There are very limited commodities that are available, right? So I find it very, very lucrative. So what the question comes, for the absolutely newbies, what are commodities? A commodity is a basic good used in commerce that is interchangeable with other commodities of the same type. And commodities are like, it's, you remember the barter system late earlier, you know, like you give salt and you get something in turn of that, you know, you get the silk or you get food uh, when you give salt. So that barter system is basically used to happen in commodities. Commodities are most often used as inputs in production of other goods or services. For example, as I told you, mentha oil. So mentha oil is used in making toothpaste, in making other, a lot of, you know, um, scented products. So that's a ingredient, right? It's not a product by itself, but it is a ingredient. So for example, we're going to discuss a bit more about the different types of commodities that are traded. Remember, first thing, that the commodities are basically traded first and foremost in futures. There is no cash trading happening on the exchanges. So in metal, what all are traded, what kind of all, and also remember, it's non-ferrous materials. Like you don't have iron, you don't have anything related with ferrous materials. So metal basically is aluminum, copper, lead, nickel, zinc, right? These are the basic metals that are traded. And bullion are basically precious metal, which is silver and gold. And these are the various contracts. We're going to talk about it in a few minutes. And then we have agro commodities. In this, you have cardamom, cotton, crude oil, kapas, menthol, castor seed, RBD, palmolive, and black pepper. You will not believe, you know, that best trades I have found, as if you ask me, as a trader, I have found them in cardamom, beautiful trades without any, you have to have a little bit of understanding. And in menthol, very good trades and good liquidity. It's not that you don't have the liquidity, you have pretty good liquidity, right? And then uh, energy. So what is energy in what is the commodities in commodities? You have energy segment as basically the crude oil and natural gas, right? And crude oil, as you know, is an international commodity. So commodities, who are the buyers and the producers, right? So buyers and the producers are two people who are involved into commodity trading. The sale and purchase of commodities are usually carried out through futures contracts on exchanges that standardize the quantity and minimum quality of the commodity being traded, right? They will define the grade, you know, how much what should be the grade and how will it be traded. Because if you think about it, if I talk about rice, for example, rice is a commodity. So how will it be traded? There's basmati rice, there is all different kind of rice. So how do you trade it? That means the quality and the quantity has to be defined. So there are two types of traders that trade in commodity futures. The first are buyers and producers of commodities that use commodity future contracts for hedging purpose for which they are originally intended. Right? These traders actually make or take delivery of the actual commodity when the future contract expires. For example, the wheat farmer that plants a crop can hedge against the risk of losing money if the price of wheat falls before the crop is harvested. So, for example, a farmer will do a future trading. Today he is harvesting his crop. He will fix the future price today itself. And those who are interested can take it right now. So that will be hedging against his harvest. The farmer can sell wheat futures contract when the crop is planted and guarantee a predetermined price for the wheat as the time it is harvested, right? So he doesn't need to worry whether there's rain or no rain. It's got nothing to do with him after that. Now there are some speculators, right? And what are we going to be? If I trade in the market, I will be a speculator, right? Commodity speculator. The second type of commodities trader is speculator. These are traders who trade in commodity market for the sole purpose of profiting from the volatile price movements. These traders never intend to make or take delivery of the actual commodity when the future contracts expires, right? Many of the futures markets are very liquid and have a high degree of daily range and volatility, making them very tempting markets for intraday traders, right? Commodity as a hedge for inflation. So commodity, when does commodity price increase? See, basically commodity market depends upon demand and supply, right? So if the demand is more and supply is less, the price of commodity will go up, right? That's the driving principle behind commodity. So for example, recently there was a surge in the prices of gold. So suddenly gold prices started moving up, or the silver prices going up, right? And that could be actually due to the that could be due to demand in the market, sudden demand in the market, right? Look at silver. If I look at silver and convert this into a day, and look at how silver has gone up massively, right? Look into gold, how it's gold doing. Gold has also bottomed out, right? This is 15 minutes. Let me make it one day, or one day, and look at it, how it this was the accumulation zone. Neither it was going up nor it was going down, and then it started moving up straight from 3200 to 3500 35,000, from 32,000 to 35,000 in just 1 month, right? That means a rise of about 3,000 points, right? So that means, it simply means that, you know why is it happening that way? Because the inflation, it's a clear reflection that slowly inflation is increasing, right? So when, and also it is an indication that the price of the gold is becoming a rare material, even material, like metal. It is not, its availability is little restricted, and a lot of other factors that is involved in the gold prices. So when the demand increases, the price will go up, right? And when the demand decreases, the price will go down, right? Demand and supply. If supply is more and demand is less, price will go up. If demand is more and supply is less, the prices are going to go up, right? So which is why investors often flock to them for their protection during times of increased inflation, particularly unexpected inflation. So as it is, people believe that gold, silver are precious metal. They can carry them along, it's a movable property. As the demand for goods and services increases, the price of goods and the services rises, and commodities are what's used to produce those goods and services. So if the demand is increasing, the price will have to go up, right? So why should we trade in commodity, and why people don't trade in commodity as of now? Why commodity market is not as popular? So I would like to tell you that many people don't trade because they don't know about it, right? So one has to educate oneself. Commodity market has a lot of benefits. What are those benefits? That, excluding agriculture closed by 5 o'clock. It works till about 11:30 p.m. So suppose you are a working professional, you have a 9 to 5 job, you can come back home from 7 to 8, 8 to 9, whatever time suits you. You can trade 1 hour, 1.5 hour, do intraday trading, create some money for you, some extra income. You can fix 1,000, 2,000, whatever you want, and it's a little amount of investment, not huge amount of investment, that will get you good money, right? That will get you good money. So see here, this is what I have right now. This is what I have. I think I'm carrying since yesterday. So not bad, if it gives me consistent income, I'm pretty okay with whatever money extra that I get. So those who are and then the beauty of this particular commodity trading is that there is no confusion of stock selection, right? You have to only select very liquid commodities. So as I told you, in agriculture I find uh, mentha and cardamom very, very liquid, and they're very, very nice. Like the setup is very nice, and you have to follow the setup, right? We have a very, very special stock pro setup where we trade. We have a setup for positional trades, and we have a setup for intraday trades, and it gives very, very consistent profit every day. Intraday setup will give you consistent profit every day, right? And it's mechanical, you don't have to do anything. So before I go on, and this is this is how you can contact my team at 9596 34604 in case you want to learn about commodity market trading. Before I go on anywhere, you can come to the Zerodha's website, and which is basically where you see the Zerodha's margin calculator in order if and lot and how much money is required. You can come here and you can figure out everything. What are the contracts that are traded, how much money is needed for the normal margin is needed, how much MIS margin needed. So see here, the highest amount of money normal margin is, which is 3,63,000 is needed for castor seed, right? Then you have next is gold, right? Gold, 1 kg gold you need about 1,84,000. Then you have silver where you need 78,000. Then you have copper where you need about 70,000. Then you have cardamom, zinc, lead, menthol, etc. Right? So let me just make it the way it was. So each of the commodity is divided into various segments. Like aluminium, if you take 1 metric ton, your normal margin is going to be 7,439. This is, and then you have um, aluminium mega lot, right, which is about 5 metric ton. Your normal margin is 37,000 and MIS margin is half of it, right? Then you have brass, 1 metric ton, this is your normal margin, etc. Then you have cardamom, castor seed, copper, cotton, CPO, crude oil mega. Is this mega? No, this is mini. This is crude oil mini. This is crude oil mini. You need only 4,208. That means a very little amount is needed for you to trade in. So that's another benefit. Let me add up over here that money required is very less, right? Money required, money required is, for beginner is very less. Money required for beginners is very less, right? So you don't have to expose a lot of margin or a lot of initial money to trade, right? As I showed you in the beginning of this video, it was 2,800 something, now it's 5,380. We have a very special stock pro setup, and that gives me the good signals, and which gives me good trading. So then you have menthol here. So if you want to buy a one future lot, you don't have intraday in this. You have to pay about 44,000, and then you have natural gas, it's 26,000, nickel, pepper, uh, whatever this is, palm oil, silver mini, silver micro, zinc, and zinc mini. Right? These are the contracts that are available. And one more thing that you can do is visit MCX, the MCX website, and check over here, right? Because since we're talking about this commodity trading, you should visit this website and you can see a lot of things here. This is the heat map, right? You get the heat map, market heat map, which is going up and which is going down. So menthol oil is high today, about 0.85% up, nickel and cotton, etc. Right? So all the things that you need, you get it over here. All right. So this is some knowledge that I wanted to impart, but a lot more need to be done before you actually start trading into commodity. And I feel commodity trading is way simpler than trading in stock market. Very simple, very peaceful. And I would say the best way to trade in stock market, in the commodity market, is to actually uh, trade based on positional trade. Like take a, like I'm trading right now in November contract, right? So there's no issue about delivery as well, so simple, right? But you need to figure out what is the trend, how it's going to behave, how it's going to move. All that you need to learn, and then only you'll be able to take good positions in commodity. So with this, I'm signing off, and I would also once again say that in case you are interested, I'm starting with my webinar soon in commodity, and it's very reasonably costing. You can talk to my team at 95996 34604. They'll be able to help you. And that's it for me today. Let me know how did you find the video, and what else would you like to know about commodity. And take care. Bye bye. See you soon, maybe tomorrow.